Commissioners will hold an emergency meeting Thursday. They want to figure out if there's a way to keep a 1-cent transportation tax on the November ballot. Yesterday, a judge called it misleading and agreed it should be removed from the ballot. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer spoke with commissioners today. What'd they tell you, Aaron?
Well, they are hopeful, as you said, that they can figure out a way to keep this referendum on the ballot despite the judge's ruling. How would they do that? Well, they're banking on the county's attorneys giving them some recommendations during this emergency meeting, which will take place Thursday evening.
We will be scheduling a special meeting Thursday.
Hillsborough Commissioners are up against the clock. They say they desperately want voters to weigh in on a 1-cent sales tax referendum for transportation projects. It was supposed to be on the November ballot, but a judge invalidated the measure Monday. The ruling left some on the commission
devastated.
Commissioner Gwen Myers is among the most vocal supporters of the tax.
We have a $13 billion backlog of projects, and it's long overdue to get this transportation tax passed.
The longer we delay making this decision, the more it is going to cost and the bigger the problem is going to get.
Commissioners who support the measure want to keep it on the ballot. They just aren't sure how. A judge ruled the referendum attempted to mislead voters into thinking their taxes would be used for certain projects, when in reality the decision would be made by commissioners at a later date. Karen Jarosh, a former Hillsborough Area Regional Transit Board member, filed the lawsuit.
Rather than asking a simple and narrow question, shall we levy a 1% transportation sales tax, they put in extra language to lure voters to vote for it.
It's very simple for a third grader to understand what they will be voting for.
Voters also passed this same tax in 2018, but the Florida Supreme Court rejected it because, again, it identified projects where the revenue would be used. But Myers sees a difference. She says the group All for Transportation put that previous measure on the ballot. This time around, it was the commissioners who did. And she says they were trying to be upfront, not misleading with the wording.
We're the board. We set the policies.
Opponents, meanwhile, agree the county does have a lot of transportation needs. They just disagree about the funding.
The problem has been that we don't have a real honest debate about how we can fund our transportation improvements.
And regardless of how this unfolds between now and November 8th, voters are still going to see this measure physically on the ballot. Hillsborough Supervisor of Elections says notices about the court's order will be included in all ballots that have not yet been mailed out. Notices will also be posted in voting booths on Election Day, and that an emergency meeting, again, scheduled for Thursday at 5 p.m. Linda.
All right. We'll keep everyone updated. Thanks, Aaron.